Retain gang, what's poppin', man? If you didn't know, this your boy Tay, back at y'all again. Hey man, I want to come to y'all with this video today, because as we going into this shift, as we're coming into this year, the further and further we get into this year, you're gonna see a greater shift, right? Because we are in the shift right now, from that 3D to 5D. So with that being said, you want to be very mindful of the things that you're doing, you know what I'm saying, and making sure that you're not going backwards, right? We want to keep spiraling up. That number 9, we want to keep spiraling up. You don't want to see that 6, that's the spiral down. It means you're going backwards. So there's a few things, man, I want to talk about of what you shouldn't do in 2021, okay? Because you want to keep your vibration high as possible, especially during this season, where the energy is at its lowest point on the planet. So you want to make sure you're keeping your energy very high, okay? And with that being said, the first thing I want to talk about is your diet, the food that you are putting inside your temple. It's very important. As we're going into this shift, right, the vibration on the planet is rising, right? Because the vibration on this planet is rising. So you want to make sure that you're putting the right foods. Food, when I say food, I'm talking about from the ground, from the earth. If y'all follow me on IG, man, I posted in my stories of Itao soup that I made the other day, with all types of herbs, rosemary and cilantro and basil, potatoes, sweet potatoes, turnips, kale, parsley, all these things. I put it in the soup, right? To raise my vibration, raise that vibration up. You want to be eating foods from the earth because the earth is going to give you the information that you need to get your vibration right. I had ate some bullcrap chips the other day, a few days ago, man. It messed my stomach up immediately. My body rejected it. Because as our DNA is changing, especially if you've been on your spiritual journey for a while, your DNA is changing. So you can't go back and eat those same foods you used to eat, especially these processed foods. Your body's going to reject it because your body is changing with the universe, with the planet. The vibration is rising, so your vibration is supposed to be rising as well, and you want to be in tune with that. Foods from the earth is going to put you in tune with that. Remember, food is just energy. I ate some chips the other day, man, and my stomach was messed up for a few days, And now before my spiritual journey, it wouldn't have bothered me. My body would have been fine. But as you transition your diet, you're switching up your lifestyle, there's certain things you can't do anymore because it changes you, right? It's like you cleaning up your room. Your room was dirty, and then when you started switching your diet up, now your room is clean. So when you try to go back and eat those processed foods again, you're dirtying up your room. So you're gonna feel the effects a lot greater than you would have before, right? So make sure you be mindful of what you're eating, man. Don't go back to eating those, you can't go back to eating those type of foods. It's not gonna be in sync with your body. It's not. You're changing into a Ferrari. You can't put regular gas into a Ferrari. That's how it is, man. You are transitioning, you're switching up into a higher grade vessel. So you can't put low vibrational food and energy inside this vessel. It's not gonna sustain you anymore. All right. Number 2, man, my second reason, right? So the second reason, or the second thing you shouldn't be doing, is going back to your old lifestyle. Picking up old toxic habits. Fellas, this is not gonna serve you. I'm telling you right now, you trying to go back to your old lifestyle, you're gonna be punished. Understand that. You cannot go back to the old ways of yourself. And like I said, that's 6, you're spiraling down. When you start going back to old habits and doing things like that, you will start to see the number 6, twice, 66 or 666. You'll start seeing those numbers because it's letting you know that you're going on the wrong path. You're going backwards. You're going down, right? They're not going to serve you anymore. We're going into a whole new paradigm of reality, right? And it requires you to have a high vibration. There's a reason why you've been separated from your old self. It's like you shedded your skin. You shedded yourself like a snake. Like a snake sheds its skin. You shedded your old self, and now you're becoming a new person with new daily habits, a new lifestyle. So you got to be mindful that you're keeping up with that lifestyle. It's going to be a lot of temptations and distractions out here trying to pull us back to the old ways, you know? And this is why I say, man, you can't dwell on the past. You got to use the past, you know, as a lesson, and then you move on. You take the good and you move on, and you're becoming better each day. But when we go back to our old ways, it's going to pull us down, right? It's going to pull us down to where those low vibrational entities can attack us now. All right? You know, there's been times where I try to go back to my old ways, man, and, you know, trying to just the partying and all that stuff, and it didn't resonate with me like it used to. It didn't serve a purpose for me, right? And I would always get punished in return for doing that because I know better, right? So with that being said, you don't want to be going back to those old ways, man, because it's going to pull your energy down. It's going to keep you from elevating, right? It's going to keep you from elevating. And this is when I get into my third point. The third thing you shouldn't be doing in 2021 is holding on to negative energy, being around negative people, gossiping about people, all these things, man. I'm telling y'all, doing these things, man, it's going to pull you down. It's going to keep you trapped. It's going to put you in a box, and you're going to be stuck. You're going to be stuck in the 3D. You know, it's a lot of people out here that like to gossip about others, like to hate on other people. And I'm telling y'all right now, man, that is a very, very low vibrational energy. Okay? You know, you got to understand that your karma, what you put out into the universe is going to come back to you. And people fail to understand that. Some people, they just do what they want to do and don't think there's no consequences. Anytime you got somebody else's name in your mouth and you talking bad about that person, you know what I'm saying? Just know that you putting that out into the universe. Anytime you gossiping, anytime you hating on somebody, you throwing hate at that person, that's coming back around to you. Because understand, everything's a reflection of yourself. So what you're doing, you're just reflecting how you feel inside. And you're projecting that out into the world. And it's going to come back to you like a boomerang. Right? That energy is going to pull you down, man. It's too heavy. That energy is too heavy. You know, where we're going right now, you got to be light as a feather. Your heart has to be light as a feather. That hate and gossip and jealousy, all that is a very heavy energy. It's going to keep you anchored down in the 3D. It's going to keep you down in that 3D. You know, that's just facts. You can't expect to hate on people and be jealous and just doing all these things, man, hanging around negative people and expect to float up to a high vibrational earth, a high vibrational paradigm dimension. You can't do both. You got to choose a side, man. Either you want to still stay in the 3D, you want to stay stuck in this 3D earth, or you want to transition to the 5D earth. It's happening right now. You know, you really need to be, you should have already been on point by now, because it's really kind of too late for you to be deciding. You got to be doing now. It's time to do. It ain't no more deciding. It's happening, right? So, you know, be mindful of that, man. Don't be around these negative people that's always, you know, got something bad to say, you know, spilling out those spells, and you listening to that conversation is you know, you're contracting that. And what you're gonna do is you're going to put a hex on yourself. So don't be around these people that's negative, man, always got something bad to say, or always in the downers, you know, in the dumpster, you know, because that energy is contagious, and it will infect you and it will pull you down. You want to keep your vibration high, okay? And I'll throw a bonus one in, man, for my men and women. Be mindful of the people you trying to be intimate with, or you trying to wife up, or boyfriend and girlfriend, or whatever, man, because right now is a time for you to be to yourself and to really focus on your energy, man. I'm not saying you can't be with somebody, but what I'm saying is that You don't know who's walking around here. You don't know what the true intentions of that person is, right? You know, I hear a lot of guys tell me, man, since they've been on retention, they've been getting a lot of attraction, right? They've been feeling good and getting a lot of women attracted to them. But you gotta understand, why are these women attracted to you all of a sudden? Yeah, you got the energy, but you gotta ask yourself, what are the intentions of that person? You know, what do they intend to do? What do they want from you? Right? So feel that person's energy out first. Don't just be laying down with anybody, man, because I'm telling you, we're biological computers, right? So just like computers, somebody could have a virus, right? And so when you connect with that person, you're uploading all that information, right? And now you're infected with whatever entities or demons they had, you know, they passed down to you. And they could be sitting in your life just to do that, just to bring your energy down. Understand, for the people that's enlightened, you're vibrating high and you're shining bright. So people are going to be attracted to your energy, you know what I'm saying? And they're going to try to bring it down. They're going to try to keep you anchored down to this 3D. So you got to be very mindful of the people that's coming around you all of a sudden, right? Be very mindful of that, man. You got to really use your senses, your pineal gland to really feel people out. That's very important. Everything is vibration and frequency, all right? So you have to look at people based off their energy, you know, to feel their true intentions, all right? But yeah, man, so these are the things that you shouldn't do in 2021. Be very mindful, guys. Stay on point, stay focused. You know what I'm saying? Let's elevate, man. Let's keep rising up, because this is a beautiful year for the righteous, right? I'm gonna repeat that. This is a beautiful year for the righteous, all right? With that being said, man, this your boy Tay. Make sure y'all like, comment, subscribe. Let me know in the comment section what y'all thought about this video or what y'all would like me to talk about next. Y'all have a beautiful day, man, and I'm out.